Sometimes it feels like that in life where you're not sure, should I step out? Will God catch me? But He will turn the boat around if it's needed. He will keep us going in the direction that He wants. Hi, my name is Bethany Olsen. I attend Sonrise Church and I am a nurse. I was thinking, and as I was beginning into nursing, what could I do with nursing in order to serve God more effectively? And I thought, missions would be really awesome. I really started looking into that more and more through Missions Connection, which is a great opportunity to learn more about mission opportunities here in the Northwest. And through that, I heard about an organization called WEC, the Worldwide Evangelization for Christ. And that was a couple of years ago that I started looking at that organization and hoping that maybe this might be the place where I could serve the Lord with my nursing skills. I have training in maternity and moms and babies in high-risk areas. And basically was hoping that I'd be able to use those skills overseas somewhere in another country where there was a great need. So this opportunity came where I was able to connect with people that are in a country called Gambia, which is West Africa area. The Worldwide Evangelization for Christ, they have a clinic. They started there over 50 years ago, and they also practice maternity care in that clinic. And so a summer of 2019, I had an opportunity to go there and see what it was that they did. And it was a very exciting time. I was able to do more than just medical there, but also be a part of the kids club. And that was a great amount of fun. And so I was just really excited for how God gave me an opportunity to look at medical, but then it surprised me with just the church aspect as well. And so I got excited and thought, you know what, I really want to go back. And when I was on my way to return to the Gambia last fall, I had a lot of expectations of how things would go. One of them was that I wouldn't know what to expect, that things would happen that I wasn't expecting. And that was very true. I had an opportunity to continue to serve in the clinic and also to be involved in the kids club. But things were a little bit different from the summertime. One of my coworkers that had come during the summer had returned before me, and I had an opportunity to serve alongside this teammate again, and things just weren't quite the same in terms of what I had envisioned. I was more just assisting, and I'd hoped to be more of kind of a co-leader. And so that was one thing that was a little bit different. But you learn to be flexible and to just roll with what things are going on. And it was a good learning time. And I also in the clinic found that there was just differences in what I had expected in terms of I was expecting there was a nursing role there, and really in that area of the world, I think there's not really much of a nursing role. There's more of a kind of secretary or someone that's kind of under the role of a nurse, and then there's also the doctor or the nurse practitioner, and there's just not really a place for the nurse there. And so that was kind of a surprise to me. There was just a lot of kind of just rolling with things, and when things were difficult, to just pray about it, and sometimes just have to walk away realizing that I can't do anything maybe about some of the things that are happening, but that God can, and that He will take care of whatever the needs are of the people or the patients, and He is faithful always. I would say one of the deeper times for me during my time in the Gambia was just dealing with conflict. Conflict was definitely a big part of what ended up kind of overshadowing the time I was there. And forgiveness was a really big piece. Forgiveness in terms of me needing to forgive others as well as them needing to forgive me. And that was something that I hadn't really valued forgiveness at a deep level before, and seeing how significant it is, how significant the factor of repentance and how that brings such freedom, and just I don't know, just a beautiful high in a way, of knowing that you are really set free from the things that have gone on, whether or not someone else forgives you or not, but it's God and His forgiveness. But also just the no strings attached in the way that God forgives us. And He doesn't hold on to things. He doesn't count the wrongs that we've done over the years and hold that against us, but He is quick to forgive and to let it be gone. And it was so good to see that and to feel that in that time that I was gone and just dealing with a variety of situations, and it was just very helpful. One happy moment for me was unexpected. I didn't anticipate doing some education for a couple of young kids that were in preschool, and I was teaching a little bit of the Bible as part of our little lesson, and about Zacchaeus, and realized that I needed to kind of go over the story many times in order for them to really grasp the story. But one day when I was sharing the story with a little boy named Joseph, he was listening to me, and I said, Zacchaeus, he decided that he wanted to do the right thing and to follow Jesus. And he turned to me and said, I want to follow Jesus and do the right thing. And for me, that was huge, because he had been so hard-hearted towards God not too long before that, and I'd been praying for him, and to see that change in his heart in that moment was just a treasured moment for me. Right now, I don't have any plans to return. I feel like that God really closed the door, that isn't going to be a place where I'll be able to serve. In terms of mostly medical aspect of things, it just wasn't a good fit. So I was looking at, what do you do when you get to this point where you find a closed door? And that was not exactly what I was thinking would happen, but it did. And so basically, I want to look at missions more. I would like to be able to serve in missions. I don't know where that is. I don't know where God's calling me to. I do know that I need more biblical training, and so I'm looking at working and raising funds enough to be able to push myself through some Bible schooling and be able to be more knowledgeable and defending of the faith. And so that's kind of one of the next stages for me. And there's just a lot of big decisions for me right now, so I covet any prayers for wisdom. If you were thinking about going on a trip, short-term or long-term, one of the things I would encourage is getting a good mentor to walk you through that, because that was something that was hugely impactful for me. And I would encourage you to connect with whatever area of the world that you are looking at. Connect with a good organization that's strong and able to handle all kinds of difficulties, because there's the good and the difficult times, and you need people that can celebrate with you and people that can walk with you through difficult times and pray you through those things, giving you insight and wisdom. That, and then I just pray a lot, asking the Lord for wisdom. And I was encouraged recently just by the story of Jonah and how difficult it was for Jonah not to achieve the goal that God had set out for him. And sometimes it feels like that in life, where you're not sure, should I step out? Will God catch me? But He will turn the boat around if it's needed. He will keep us going in the direction that He wants. So continue to pursue and seek God out.